Hello booktube. I guess I can start off this review with a story. As you guys already know, something I'm really passionate about is books. But there's other things I'm really passionate about, like video games. There's one game in particular that changed my life a little bit. Halo 2. It came out about a year after I had been playing Xbox Live and really getting into online gameplay, and I met this guy. We used to hang out and play Halo 2 together. He would show me around the maps and teach me some of his killing techniques. We were playing together for a while, but one day I signed on and he wasn't there. So I sent him an in-game voicemail with my phone number and I said, hey, if you ever jump on and I'm not around, feel free to give me a call, and if I'm available, I'll come play. We played a lot more often after that, but we also texted, and then eventually we moved over to the phone. I think you guys can see where this is going. We lived in two completely different states. I was in New York and he was in Florida. But we got closer and we got to know each other in-game, through voicemails, through text messages, and eventually phone calls. I think my experience is one of the biggest reasons that I love Geekerella. Geekerella by Ashley Poston is a Cinderella retelling. It takes place in current times around a fandom for Starfield. The story revolves around Cinderella, a girl named Danielle, who calls herself Elle. Something her and her father shared was a love for Starfield. Her father was such a big fan that he eventually created a con for it, ExcelsiCon. Elle, of course, lives with her stepmother and has two stepsisters, but she also runs a blog. In her blog, she passionately talks about Starfield. Now, Starfield's getting somewhat of a reboot. They're making a movie from the old TV show. Elle's favorite character on the show is going to be played by Damien, who used to be on some TV show that was very popular. It's kind of like the OC. I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head right now. So Elle is really upset because she's worried that Damien is just doing it for the money. Damien's eventually told that he needs to judge a costume contest at ExcelsiCon and that he'll be doing photographs and signings. He gets really upset about this and he doesn't want to do it. So he starts searching for a way out. He finds a number and tries to call, pretending that he's his own agent. And it turns out he's calling Elle's father's old phone number, which she now has access to. So Elle and Damien start texting and they start bonding over their love for Starfield. However, they don't know who they're talking to. She doesn't know it's the actor, he doesn't know who she is. Now, Starfield is made up, but it sounds kind of like Star Trek, although I'm pretty sure they mentioned Star Trek in the book. There's so many little private jokes and nods to different fandom, it just made me giddy on the inside. They mentioned Harry Potter, Doctor Who, Lord of the Rings, Star Wars, Firefly. They even do some celebrity name dropping. I won't say who because I don't want to spoil it for you. I appreciated the diversity in this book. There was an LGBTQ character. Now, I actually listened to the audiobook, and one thing I would say that kind of bothered me a little bit was that the guy that played Damien, it felt like a lot of the time he was overacting, and it made it hard for me to really connect with Damien. Maybe connect is the wrong word. I wanted to fall in love with him. He was the guy. He was the guy in the book, and I wanted to fall in love with him. And I think the actor that played him made that difficult. The way he was talking, I just kept picturing Guy Smiley from Sesame Street. I want to tell you that there was something I disliked about this book, but really I can't think of anything. It really tickled my geeky little heart. I thought it was super creative, so I ended up giving it 5 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I really loved this Cinderella retelling, and I loved it so much that I listened to it for a second time immediately after I was done. My only beef, and this is totally my fault, or maybe I just can't find it, even after listening to it twice, I could not figure out what the hell oblen and oblena meant. Obviously it's like a male-female variation, some kind of term of endearment, but I wanted I wanted a literal translation and I couldn't find it in the book. So if you guys know what that means, please fill me in. I'm also moving through the Lunar Chronicles lately, so I feel like I've been reading a lot of Cinderella retellings. So if you guys know of any other that you absolutely loved, please go ahead and leave it in the comments below. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And of course, hit the bell to be notified when I upload new videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Oh yeah, I totally forgot. If you guys are curious how that relationship ended up, well, in 2009, John and I got married. Because we met playing Halo, we ended up having a Halo-themed wedding. We've been married for 8 years now and together for 12. We were pronounced teammates for life.